Let's talk and talk with Aisha Melanin. I say let's talk and talk on Aisha Melanin YouTube podcast. You wanna learn something, let's talk. You wanna get something, let's talk. You wanna say something, let's talk. You wanna be someone, let's talk.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Talk Motivational Podcast with me, your host, Aisha Muhammad Muazu, where we explore tools, habits, and mindsets to help inspire and motivate you to live your best life and make you the best version of yourself that you are. As always, I'm your host, Aisha Muhammad Muazu, otherwise known as Esha Melanin. And in today's episode is going to be a little bit different than the usual episodes. Today, we are here with a guest and it's via Zoom. Today's episode is actually really special. We are diving into something bigger than ourselves, yet very personal to each and every one, which is the topic of our day: change starts with us. So we often talk about how change in the world happens and how we want to make a difference in the world. But what we don't usually get into is how we can be part of that change. How can we involve that change and make it a part of us? Today, I'm joined with a very special guest. He is the state team leader for the SDGs Advocacy Program, Cohort 7, and someone who has been actively involved in youth and empowerment and community transformation. Please, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Hayatu Rufai. Hayatu, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Today, me and Hayatu are going to explore how every single one of us can contribute and start something bigger than ourselves, can start something sustainable that will last us a very long way. So thank you so much for joining us today, Hayatu. Before we begin, can you tell us a little about yourself for those who don't know who you are?
Thank you so much for finding me was this program. I'm Comrade Hayatu Rufai Hayatu, born and raised in Kano State, where local government Kofarna is an area.
Okay.
So my school, I attended Kuala Model Primary School, then moved to Government Technical College, then later on to Governor's College, Kano. Then after then I get admission to study BSc Applied Biology, and currently I'm graduate of BSc Applied Biology.
No.
And I'm also an advocate for environment, well-being, and also education, and also youth development and empowerment. That's
Okay.
briefly.
Wow, that's interesting. So can you share with us a little bit of your journey with the SDGs and what first inspired you to get involved with the Sustainable Developmental Goals?
So as a person that grew up with the interest of advocating in our community, I would say that I start this journey since when I was 15.
Wow.
I have interest in supporting, helping my community, addressing community issues. So I start this development since when I was in SS1, where I used to organize, let's say, extra lesson for our juniors school and in our community. Then later on, I joined one of our organizations that was being introduced to me by a friend, Society for Educational Development and Socio-Democratic Activities, that is SEDSAC. Then I'm only advocating for knowledge, for education. I mean, I'm only advocating for equal opportunity for each and every child to get education, and also used to support out of school children. Then later on, after I got admission into Bahrain University, Kano to study BSc Applied Biology. So then I get to realize the importance of environment is our world we are living, and it requires a special care. So then I swing into that environmental thing. Then a friend of me introduced these SDGs to me. Tell me that, comrade, there is something, these SDG Sustainable Development Goals, they are addressing social issues. And I said, okay, please, can you send me the goals? Let me see the goals. Then I read all the 17 goals. I see that all these 17 goals are aligned with what I am doing. Maybe they are all aligned with each other, either directly or indirectly.
Yes.
If you are advocating for, let's say, for example, SDG 1 or 2, you see directly or indirectly you are supporting the other goals.
Yes.
So then I said, okay, then I apply for it online, After online application, then I got selected. So, and I'm happy participating in this court 7 as a team lead, because it is something that I like. It is something that I'm already doing. So now I'll get connection and more knowledge on that things I'm doing. So already I have the interest of it. So when I just meet it along the way, I just swing into it.
Okay, that's so amazing and
So
very
that's
inspiring. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, with that powerful thing that you just mentioned, I know a lot of people hear the word SDGs, global goals, and they are thinking, okay, maybe it's just for the government or maybe it's just for the international organizations. But both me and you know that that's not the reality. That it's far from that. So far from your experiences, sorry, we know that SDGs begin from you, me, and the community in general, not just the government. So from your experiences, how can young people or everyone around us in our everyday life start making an impact without feeling like they need resources or maybe a title or a position?
yes. From the beginning, what one should understand is that you will not get title at first.
Mm.
Titles support or comes after what you do. It is what you do. It is your work that will give you identify what you like.
Yes.
Maybe there is something that you have interest that you want to do it, and any problem. Find any problem, says that so this problem I will be addressing this program. That's number one. And number
Mm-hmm.
two, people, let's say generally people, we have to understand that the world we are living, it is a collective responsibility. The problems or challenges we are facing is our collective responsibility to fix them. So if I understand that this responsibility is my responsibility, and other people think that this is their own responsibility, so I think we can all now know that it's necessary. We all know that it's part of our duty to carry out our responsibilities. So if you know that, you believe that developing world or advocating or just assisting in addressing some issues is your responsibility as a citizen, as an individual, as a human being. So now, then you just choose with what issue, what problem will you address. Then after then, usually people have idea in mind, they plan, some they plan but they cannot act.
Yeah.
So anytime young person, yes, anytime you think of something that you think is important, that will develop world, that will develop your community, just swing into action. You can start as individual, because if you didn't start as individual, no one will contact you, no one will invite you, and no one will acknowledge you.
Mm-hmm.
So it is when you start as individual, then people will get to know that this so person is doing so things. So let's
Exactly.
collaborate, let's do it. And yes, so that's it. It's not government responsibility, it's not organization, it's our collective responsibility. And we have to fix all the problems our community or this world is facing. If young people understand this and believe this, so I think we can go with it. And do not let procrastination stop you from achieving your goals. As far as you have the idea, just plan, just swing into action with little things you can do. For example, let's say you want to advocate for environment. So
Mm.
now you start by just picking. Just say, let me start with our home. In our home, I will not allow any refuse to be dumped irregularly.
Mm.
So anywhere you see refuse around your house, you start picking it, you
Exactly.
dump it properly. Then from
Exactly.
there, you start, people will just, why are you doing so things? Because this refuse will cause also problem. So you see,
Mm-hmm.
you are starting gradually, then you grow. So
Yes.
briefly, I will just say, just active responsibility. It is our duty. And this duty, if we decide to just take care of this world, it is our duty to take care of of our environment, of our community.
Definitely. Yes.
So knowing this, identify what you like, then swing into action. I think that's the way young people can take part in change making.
Yes, I love that. I love that explanation. Every part of what you just said is exactly how it is, and and I love the way that you put it into words. I know that it's amazing to realize that your small steps can actually become part of something bigger. Yes, and in future, maybe you can start with, just like you said, you can start little steps, and eventually, gradually, it will improve. So, if everyone just took one consistent action to make a change or to make a better future, they can just imagine how much change can happen in the whole wide world. Just imagine. So, everyone, please, everyone staying at home, everyone watching from their offices or whatever, please take note of what my team leader just said. It is very important that you begin with yourself, even if it's just little, even if it's just tiny, as long as you are doing something, is a very good step. Okay, so let's talk about challenges for a moment. So what are some common obstacles that you have faced during your time taking action or your advocacy journey?
So there is one challenge that is common for everyone. People will be making jobs. He wants to change the world. He wants to make changes. People will
Yes.
be discouraged. So that's the major challenge.
Mm-hmm.
If you have the idea, you start the action. Some people will even look at you like you're mad. You don't know what you are doing. How could a young person like you change the world? This world
Exactly.
have been existing thousands of years, and now you want to change how people are doing, how things are going. So that's the number one challenge. Then the second challenge is access, let's say access to resources or access to connection or access to knowledge. Because everything right. If you're advocating for anything you're advocating for, you have to get to know it. So starting from the first step, you will not get access to connection or to resources or knowledge that will
Definitely.
improve you. So this sometimes it will discourage it brings a big challenge that cause discouragement for people. And also sometimes you have idea, you plan it, then you invite people to join you.
Mm-hmm.
And all those people, maybe they just want to see themselves in a higher position just in a single day. That's what happens. That means the issue of consistency. You
Consistency.
invite people that you think yes, you invite people that you think that they are ready to assist you, but they
Yes.
are not ready. This, this is also a challenge. And also our community, sometimes you take something that you want to advocate for, and then the community look that things from different angle. It has its own view on that quality. If
Yes.
you know me that I live in Kano,
Yeah.
our community how it looks. People will start
Definitely.
thinking of you just collect contracts, yes, these
Mm.
things and this and that. So
Yes.
these are the major challenges. But if you keep them away, just continue, put your focus, you will reach there, and later on, people will understand and will appreciate you. But the major challenges, as I said, is number one, that people will start making jokes of you. People will be
Mm.
mocking you. That's number
Definitely.
one. Access to knowledge, resources, then connection.
Mm.
And in this connection, that's people that will work with you, people that will assist you. Maybe sometimes you require a little sponsorship, motivation, and other things. And also there is, let's say, community challenge. Depending on what you are advocating on, maybe certain you're advocating is part of the culture of the people you are living in. So now maybe you want to change their culture, you want to change their norms and values. So it will be harder for you.
Mm. Yes.
So these are the major challenges I said that I encounter. And these challenges they start from my home. Yes, the
Mm.
first time I start this journey, it's my parents that first be your first challenge. This thing you are
Definitely.
doing, you have to focus on so things. You have to
Mm.
focus on your studies. Still you
Definitely.
are studying, but still you know how our parents are.
Yes,
They
I
always
do.
want you to get focused on
On your
maybe your
studies.
studies or
Yes.
business, whatsoever.
Or
Yes,
business. Yes.
anything you are doing, they will get this
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
something that will not benefit you.
Especially something
But
they don't
gradually,
know.
as you are, yes, can you imagine now? My father is calling me comrade. He saved my number as comrade. But before then, you used to say, this thing you are doing, please focus on your studies. Focus on your studies. This thing will not take you somewhere. But now, maybe you go out, somebody will greet him. Your son help return my children to school. He start feeling proud
Yeah,
that this thing you are doing is good. So
exactly.
these challenges start from our home, our friends, and the community at all. If you stay consistent and you work hard, you will overcome all the challenges, and people will later on get to understand you.
Yes, yeah. It's all about focusing on the main goal. Like people say that Rome was not built in one day. So you have to have patience and consistency. You have to be consistent. If you do the first time, it might not be
Yes,
successful or it might not go the direction that you are thinking that is going. But with patience and consistency, doing it over and over again, you will see changes will start to arise
yes,
at the end. Yeah, it's just like you said from the beginning. It's not about starting with plenty or so much. It's about starting with
yes.
what you can do or what you have with you, starting step by step. So now, for example, if someone out there listening to us or watching us on YouTube wants to get started to, maybe join SDGs program or even start their own advocacy program, maybe simple like let me say some like creating a food drive or something related to the SDGs, what action do you think they should first take?
So as I said,
Mm,
yeah, firstly, if somebody already identify what he wants to contribute on,
mm,
so you just swing into action.
okay.
But before you swing into action, make sure you have plans and make
Mm,
sure you have knowledge what you want to advocate on,
okay.
so that you not miss off. You'll be moving in good direction. Have
Okay.
courage. Tell yourself that this thing I am doing, I'm the only one that believe in myself. I'm the only one that believe I can do it, and I am the only one that see the vision. People will not see your vision, will not know what you are looking on. So doing and believe that you are doing it yourself. Nobody will help you, nobody will assist you, nobody will guide you. So if anybody that comes to guide you, that you'll be in a favor. You just be happy with that and you move forward. Just know that this is what you want to do and this is your dream. And if you are not doing it, you will not be happy. So do it, swing into action, connect yourself, search in social media. There are platforms that
Definitely,
that
yes.
enlighten people
Mm,
on these things. Search
definitely.
social media platforms, search
Mm-hmm.
across social media platforms, focus on programs that are related with your goals.
Yes.
So from there you'll get to get connection, you'll get to get links for programs that will enlighten you, will educate you, and also will promote you. At times, it is through that social media searches you get
Mm,
to get connection with
yes.
friends of like minds and other things. So
Mm.
get focused and search for knowledge, search for connection on whatever you are doing.
That is such a great point. I
That's
hope
my
that
little advice.
that's such a great point. I hope that everyone listening is taking notes, is listening attentively, because this right here is the energy that we need. This is what we have been waiting for. You don't need permission to start. You can start, like I keep saying, I've been repeating it over and over. You can start with just a little. So, before we end the program, do you have any motivation or anything that you would like to tell the audience sitting at home? Maybe someone who is sad,
So
someone who has a problem in their life. What would you like to say to them? What advice can you give them?
so so my advice is always one and I used to repeat it. For you to live happily in life,
Mm,
firstly, you have to get purpose. Know your purpose, know what you are living for, know
mm,
why you are living. So if you get that your purpose, work on it, know what you like, know what makes you happy, and do it. Don't let people distract you.
mm,
Don't let procrastination distract you. Work
yes.
toward your dream. You can do it. If I can do, if Aisha can do, if other people can do, you too you can do. You are a human being. You can do it. We are not different. we are the same, only the energy in us that differ. Somebody have energy in him, though somebody is lazy. If you are lazy, you are not working hard, so you will not reach there. And the road to success needs hard work and consistency.
Definitely.
Have to be patient. You will fail several times, but don't be discouraged. You fail different several times. You fail, but still, always whenever you fail, look up and look your goal. You want to achieve so things, and it's achievable. You can do it, and work hard. Work day and night. Work hard. Then be consistent. Do it today. Do it tomorrow. Next tomorrow. It's and every day. Do it. Whatever you set as your purpose, make sure that you do it as your goal. You do it, it's an every day, even if it is for 5 minutes. Make sure it's an every day you do it. Do it in a daily dose. So I think this is a little advice I have for people watching us.
Thank you so much for sharing that advice. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be able to get inspiration from that. So to everyone out there listening or watching us from home, this is what you should be thinking about. What is one goal that truly connects with you? What is one thing that one of the SDG goals, which one of them actually connects with you? What's one step that you can take this week, no matter how small it is, in order to make a difference? And the final question you should ask yourself is, who do you think can you inspire to do the exact same thing? So I'm going to leave you guys with these 3 questions. This is your assignment. Go and think about them because they're important. These are the steps that you need in order to move forward in making a difference in the world. Remember that you don't have to have everything with you. You don't have to have every single thing for you to start. No, the biggest changes that often come from ordinary people who simply just decided that we care enough to do something. So if everyone is doing it, I think definitely you can do it as well. So Hayatu, my team lead, thank you so much, sir, for being here today. It is an absolute amazing pleasure. It was such a wonderful and powerful conversation. I think me, myself, have learned so many things from this conversation, and I hope that everyone sitting at home will also learn a lot from that conversation. Every time I talk about purpose-driven people like you, I get reminded that change doesn't always start with big moves. It always starts small. Consistency, like you said, is the steps, and with hearts that have that power or energy to continue going just like yours. So thank you so much for empowering our fellow youths.
Thank you so much for finding me host this. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
So with that being said, thank you everyone for joining us today. Just remember that you don't have to do it all by yourself. You don't have to have everything figured out to make a difference, whether it's your school, your community, or just how you treat people in general. You are already a part of the change that everybody needs. So applaud yourself because you are trying. So thank you so much, everybody, again, for coming on the Let's Talk Motivational podcast, where we learn, inspire, and figure out tools in order to help motivate you to be the best version of yourself that you can be. And do not forget that you can be part of the change, because change begins with us. Change begins with you and me. And don't forget to click on that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on your post notification bells to get notified every time that I post a new video. Also, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you resonate with, or let me know what you got from this conversation of ours. Once again, thank you so much, Hayatu, for joining us today. Until next time, I am your host, Aisha Muhammad Muazu, aka Esha Melanin, reminding you all to stay kind and happy and consistent. And always remember, like I said, change begins with you
wanna
and
say
me.
something, let's talk. You wanna be someone, let's talk.